given that this is kind of where I spend 90% of my time, it was important to me to make it comfortable to work in and also look nice. It's nice for things to look nice. It's also part of the reason why I've got plants and bits about, because I'm not out in nature. Bring the nature in. One of the plants is fake, but bring the nature, bring it in. We may as well start on like the main bit, the meat of the setup. The monitors, I guess, I've got this big old ultra wide. Changed my life, get an ultra wide. They're very useful. But on top, I've got a second monitor. It's basically like having 3 monitors kind of thing, because the ultra wide's big enough to be useful by itself, but then having another one on top, really handy. It's really changed the way I edit. I edit a lot, and so having a big screen for my timeline and editing and all that stuff, and then being able to browse files and whatever else on the top screen, it makes life so much easier, so much easier. Also, gaming on an ultra wide, it's very nice. It's very nice. Then to like the left and the right of my screen, I've got stuff for streaming. Basically, I don't stream that much anymore, but I've got a light on the left and a camera on the right. I've got the Razer Kio Pro. I do like that camera. It's very nice. It's very easy to use. Got a full video on it if you're curious. It's really handy. Enough about a webcam. No one cares. But yeah, and then obviously having a light helps. If you need a camera on, you need a nice key light. I've got a key light on me now. It helps. It helps to have some lighting in your image. But yeah, I opted for newer lighting. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Basically, I was on the hunt for some lighting for streaming when I was streaming a lot more. I need like a little key light. I looked at like the Elgato lights and I was like, fuck, they're expensive. I found you can get these ones for like so much cheaper. You get 3 for the same price basically, and they're RGB. So it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. And you get stands. Far more versatile. But yeah, that whole sort of rig is held together with various poles and mounts and clamps. Lots of little gubs and filming grips and stuff. Does what it needs to, and it looks relatively elegant for how much stuff is there. It doesn't feel too bulky when I'm sat at my computer, which is what I was worried about. I didn't want to be swamped with too much gubs. That's why I've taken off the doors on the light, just to take off some of that weight from it. I guess going down onto the desk, peripherals, it's what you need, right? It's what you need to operate a computer. Keyboard and mouse. Basically, I wanted something a little bit retro and bright. I kind of realized I used to keep my drawing tablet on my desk at all times. But I took it off and just put it in a drawer because I wasn't using it most of the time. But I found like not having like this black void underneath me all day really like lightened the mood of my working space. I was like, you know what, maybe I should do this for my keyboard and mouse as well, rather than having these big black monoliths on my table. Let's get some fun color going. Fun color, gray, really fun. But they've got color on them. I'm very happy with them. They're mechanical brown switches, maybe. I don't know. Cherry MX browns, and then a light mouse. It's got holes in it to make it go zoom. Yeah, I got no complaints. I'm not a massive keyboard and mouse nerd, so maybe they're garbage. But for my mouse mat, I use an old cutting mat, which is a bit weird for most people. Basically, I used to do a lot of graphic design. I worked a lot with paper, and so I always had a cutting mat on my desk, and I kind of just got used to that feel of having a mouse on that side that kind of smooth stuff. It's the same cutting mat I've had. I've had that cutting mat for what, nearly 10 years probably at this point. It's still good. And also the good thing about having like a hard mouse mat is you can just wipe it down super easy, rather than having like a fabric one. I used to have a fabric one for a little bit. It just got so dirty. God, it was gross. But yeah, having a nice solid, you can just, done, sorted. I guess the other sort of main peripheral thing is my headphones. I've got an old pair of Sony somethings. They're great. They're really great. I do like Sony for audio, especially as an editor boy. It's good to be able to hear everything. You need to be able to hear stuff. And the Sonys, they've just got quite good level audio profile, whatever that means. They're not too bassy and they're not too tinny, basically. I don't know what the word is. Medium profile? I don't know. It's medium rare headphones is what I've got. They're kind of falling apart. I've had them for so long. I've had to change the ear cups and I had to tape together the audio cable to keep it in, but they still sound great. So I got a big old long white cable, hard plastic, to stop my cat chewing through it, and that's plugged into a sort of an audio thingamajig. What's it called? I've got an audio thingy because I've got my microphone, which also plugs into this audio thingy, and it does my microphone and my audio. What's the word? I cannot remember. Basically, I wanted audio box that added compression to my microphone. Straight out of the box, rather than having to go through another like software or having a separate audio compressor. It made sense to have this one thing that did audio compression and did equalizing input, basically. And it's good. It's good. No complaints. It's also then plugged into like a little Bluetooth speaker. I'll probably get shouted at for not having like, oh, you're an editor, you need nice monitor speakers. I just use headphones. If I need to listen to audio, I'm using headphones. I've got a cheap old Bluetooth speaker. I can connect my phone to it. I plug it into my PC. It does what it needs to do. Plays stuff out loud if I need to play something out loud. And other than that, don't really use it, just use headphones. Only other couple gubs I've got on my desk, I've got a Streamdeck. Everyone that's a streamer needs a Streamdeck. It's good. It's really good. If you stream, get a Streamdeck. Only other main thing I've got on my desk is the big old lamp. It's big. It's big. It's overkill. I'll be real. I've already got it because it was free. Thanks, BenQ. But yeah, it's pretty funky. I do like that it has. It's a bicolor lamp. So daytime, it's big old bright, and then in the evening, I can warm it up a bit. So less blue light on my face to make me go sleep time, basically at night. And then I've also got a little wireless charger from IKEA on top of it, just to charge a phone while I'm at work, while I'm doing the works if it needs charging, which it normally doesn't, because I normally charge it at night, and then I very rarely actually need a wireless charger on my desk. Just thought I might need one. I got one, and I don't actually need it that much. Oh well. Only other couple other gubs I've got on the desk is I've got a Rubik's Cube, because I'm a cool kid, very cool kid. And I've also got a plant, because plant, I guess we talked about everything on the desk. What is the desk? It's just a sit stand, do your what's it desk. It's very nice. It's on wheels, so I can move it about if I need to. I kind of thought I'd be moving the desk about a bit more in this room. Kind of thought, oh, I'm gonna get indecisive and want to move stuff about. Either way now, it is still really useful to be able to just slide out. It's heavy, so to be able to just pull it out a bit so I can put in cables to the back of stuff if I need to. Really handy. But yeah, sit-stand desks, wild, because you can stand and you can sit, but also if you're like me and like to lounge about and then sit forward and sit up properly, being able to just adjust like the sitting height on the fly. Really useful, just for comfort. And also just being able to lift it up just enough that I can slide my chair under, tie these up nice. The chair, in fact, I stole from work. I asked if I could steal it from work and they said yes. So I got a free chair from work. It's quite funny. I think there's a lot of different companies that make this exact same chair, but I'm in love with it. It's super comfy. It's long enough for me. It's got like a nice head support. Does me good. It does me good. And also I like the mesh. Having a mesh chair, comfy, lets airflow through. Visually doesn't make the room feel heavy. That's like a big thing for me. Is I don't like things feeling heavy. I like things feeling airy and floaty and bright and in your face. I'm not sure if you can tell by the amount of white in here. I like things being bright. But yeah, that's the main bulk. And then the rest of my setup is kind of pushed over to the side. I have my PC. I like kind of keeping it out the way. But also it looks nice, so I kind of want to display it as it's like an art piece, right? Because the PC is so big, it's gonna take up room however I want it in the room. So I may as well double it up as something that looks nice and is practical. So a cupboard storage thing with a PC on top makes sense, right? So the PC itself, it's big, it's beefy, it's new. There are specs somewhere. It's basically got a good CPU and a nice graphics card, a lot of RAM. That's what you need, right? But yeah, with the work I do, I need a beefy boy to tank through the workload. But yeah, and then just to the side of it, I've also got hard drives and bits and gubs. I've got this lacy hard drive container thing as like a big backup of all my footage. It's good half the time. I used to have so many issues with it. But it's fine now. I don't know why it's a bit of a tricky fuck. It works now apart from the card reader on the front. That used to work. It used to be really nice and easy and practical. For some reason it's stopped. It's fine. I just use a SD card reader. Otherwise, transfer speeds to the hard drive, pretty good. Fast enough to edit off, which is handy if I need it. But yeah, and then other than that, it's kind of just storage kind of about. I've got these little boxes with various gubs in, and then the cupboard thing on the right side is primarily used just to hide cables and stuff and have like that corner bit as like the power hub for the PC basically. And it looks nice and clean. It keeps everything tidy. But yeah, I guess the only other part of that little section is the fan, just kind of freestanding next to it. I wanted something that looked funky. Basically, there's not much storage in this flat, so everything that I do have is kind of out on display all the time. There's not many places to sort of hide things and store things if they're not in use. So the fan gets a lot of use in summer. Really nice. It's a big, powerful boy, but I also wanted it to look nice for when I didn't need to use it. And it's not an ugly boy. I don't actually mind having out when I'm not using it, rather than having to try and find space to stow it away. Also, I just feel that's a way to build up clutter in a flat. Not sure if anyone's noticed, but I'm kind of minimal when it comes to having stuff. Having stuff does freak me out. Getting the pegboard in this corner freaked me out. I was like, am I gonna have too much stuff in this room? Is it gonna feel cluttered? But no, the pegboard is the newest addition and it's very nice. My initial plan for this was to have like a massive plant wall and hang lots of plants from this. I've currently got the one, I like it a lot. Might get some more, but it's also very practical currently. I use it to charge headphones, is the main use for it. But also it's really handy for storing quick cables that I need to grab, and also like a controller for gaming. I'm a gamer, not sure if I've mentioned, I'm a bit of a gamer. I use a PS5 controller because it's a very nice controller. Yeah, it's a nice controller. I got two when I got my PS5. So one lives on the PS5 and now one I basically just use for playing Halo apparently. Other couple bits I got bungeed to the pinboard is I've got like it's a game sir. It's for it's a little controller for my phone basically. If I want to be a gamer on my phone, great for retro stuff. And then also just some pins, bit of character. Got some pins up there. But yeah, I guess that's mostly it. All right, bye nerds. Bye bye.